Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1967 Smith Corona Classic 12 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. I believe the official color is spring green. Very pretty, nice condition. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is a main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back, and the margins are right in the middle here. Left margin on 2 or 3 and the right one around 75. There's a scale back here to tell you exactly what space you're on. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch back. It skips 2, 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. I switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. This is very reliable typewriter. The print looks really good. Very nice for daily typing, and it's really fun to type on. Very popular model, not only because it comes in really nice colors, but has a bunch of cool functions. So I'll show you that along the way. On the right side here is the paper release. It just unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. And flip this down and put the color back up to black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side works good. Touch control on to the left of that, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder for them to print, but they respond faster, so that's for faster typers. And MR on the right side stands for margin release. You get to the end of the margin, it blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button, it will allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. Tab function on the top, I believe we have tabs set at 10 space intervals. So we're going to go and clear each one of those. Clear with the clear button right next to it. And now we don't have any tabs, but I always like to have one set somewhere in the middle so that way it doesn't slam all the way to the end when you hit the button, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So set one right there. And now we have one tab set. You can set as many as you want on this model. Now let's get to the cool functions that are kind of unique to this typewriter and this model series. So we have power space, just like a machine gun space. We have the all keys down. So if you get a key stuck, you just push this button right here and it'll bring that key down without having to go and touch it and get ink on your hands. And it has these 2 custom keys on the top end. So these just pop right off. And you can put a different key on there, like an accent mark or something, and then you just switch the key on the key head too. That just pops off and you swap it. And also another cool function on this typewriter that most typewriters don't have is you can remove the platen by just flipping up this panel here and then moving the paper bill out of the way, and then there's a little lever that you just flip up and you can just pull it right off. Get in there and clean it out or whatever and do maintenance, and it just pops right back on. Like that. Most typewriters is a major operation to get the platen off. Got all kinds of parts in there that come off with it. This slides forward so you can access the spools. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it pulls to the right if you want to switch that direction. Right behind the left spool, you flip this down and it'll pull counterclockwise to the left. You flip it up and it pulls clockwise to the right. Very nice condition all around typewriter. On the left or on the right side of the carriage is the carriage release behind the knob. Hard plastic, so those break. So if you have one of these that's broken that needs a new one, check my shop. I'd 3D print these since they don't make them anymore. And on the front side of the knob is the carriage lock. So you flip it up and it releases the carriage and locks in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there and causing damage, possible damage to your escapement, which is the gear that allows the carriage to move one space at a time. If you damage that, you're in big trouble. Very hard to replace. Left side carriage release. These are both original carriage releases from Smith Corona. if you push in this button here at the end of the knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept on the inside here. You flip this switch down here like that, it disables the spacing. You flip it up, you get the clicks. And one last function is the page gauge. So on the inside of the platen is set and end. You want to position the platen right there for the set, and there's a little notch there underneath the 11. That's when you load the page, and then on the left end side, it'll tell you when you're close to the bottom of the end of the page. That's 2 inches, and that's 1.5, 1, and then that's the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.